Junie, checking back in with everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I know I don't have anyone on yet. I'm just going to pull this up so we can see. So, I'm celebrating, well, a little bit early, I guess. The eclipse actually starts tomorrow, but the eclipse, the autumn equinox eclipse is going to be active where you could see it, I believe, in New Zealand, parts of Antarctica, and also in possibly parts of Australia. Sorry, I'm reading a text from the real Gemini. Hold on. Telling her I'm going live. So basically, we won't really be able to see it here in the States, but we should be already starting to feel the effects of a shift, a change, something in the air that's changing, something that we don't have control of. So this is basically an apple spell. Just you cut up an apple. I'm going to go get the other apple so I can kind of show you. 1 second. I'm going to go run in the kitchen real quick while everyone comes in. Hey, Susie Q. It's good to see you. I'm going to go run in the kitchen and go get the other apple so I can show you. Okay. So apples are used in magic during this season. When I was younger and the kids were smaller, I used to do a lot of baking and things like that around this time. Baking apple crisp or apple pie, pumpkin bread, things like that. And the apple is, think of it, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Kind of the same thing. It's cleansing. They're used in truth spells. They're used in abundance spells and things like that. I'm just doing a prosperity abundance spell. I'm using an orange candle for creativity. I used rosemary. Rosemary is good for good luck. I used, rosemary is good for protection, good luck. I used some cinnamon sticks. Again, that brings a little heat into the spell. Hi, T. Louise. It's good to see you. It's good to see everyone coming in. So it's good everyone's here. So basically, the orange also is stimulating, right? Just like red is friction. If you think about red, it's fast, right? If you want action, you want something to happen quick, you want a love spell, you use red. I'm using orange because personally, I need a little bit more creative energy right now. I'm feeling stagnant, and with this eclipse coming up, I want to renew. Think of this eclipse as it's when the day and the night is the same. The day and the night is the same amount of time, and it brings balance. That's why I'm using the tarot card of Libra, justice, balance, right? Because I want to bring in justice for the year, more balance. Our politics situation is completely unbalanced. You got one side calling each other terrorists. You got the other side calling each other terrorists. But our politics in America are completely screwed up, and we need to bring balance back, and we need to stop removing the human element from the politics. It's time that we heal our country and heal our nation. So that's part of this. Under this candle is a piece of paper that I have rolled up, and I have shoved it down inside of this candle. I also have cloves shoved down there, and I have cloves stuck in all around the apple. Like I stuck the whole cloves inside the apple. Again, cloves is heat. Cloves gets rid of infection. If you have a toothache, that's my dog. That's the Bonnie and Clyde in the other room jumping on the table. So cloves, if you have an infection, cloves is cleansing. Cloves helps get rid of tooth decay and things like that. So kind of the same thing. I'm using cloves to cleanse. I'm using cloves to banish any rot, okay? Any rot that's coming around me or anything like that. I'm using cinnamon to heat it up, to give it success, to give it wealth, protection. Again, cinnamon again is heat, and that's going to stimulate it. So we're just going to light this bad boy up. I'm going to show you why we use apples and how you can kind of teach your children about magic with just looking at an apple, the seeds. So sometimes, oh, I think I cut it wrong. Shit. When you cut into an apple, you can see the seeds, and sometimes it makes a five-pointed star. Mine didn't. So, I have other apples in there too. These are the kind of the older ones. But you can carve out these apples once you use them for your spells. You know, just cut them up like in chunks, right? You scoop it out, and as you scoop it out, you'll have this little cup, this little apple cup, okay? Then you put peanut butter and put the smush, remove the seeds, right? Because the seeds can be poisonous. But you can teach your children about a little bit of magic, because the seeds will look like a five-pointed star. You can teach them about spirit, fire, earth, water, air, right? All the elements. And then you have them carve out the apple, smush it up, mix it with peanut butter, and then add bird seeds in there. And then you put this out back, and then you feed the birds, right? That's another thing that we would do to kind of teach the kids about nature, teach the kids about the elements, about the five-pointed star that shows up in the seeds, okay? Things like that, and where us as humans have to take care of nature and take care of the birds. So you can make these little apple pockets, which is nice to do, you know, just to kind of get the kids involved. Again, bake an apple pie, things like that, right? Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. That's another thing you can do to bring in nature. All right. So we're just going to light this, and then we'll do some tarot readings. Sound like a plan, everybody? Okay. I've already prepped everything. My piece of paper is on the inside of the apple for prosperity, abundance, success, creativity, and bringing balance into the world, right? So I did already cleanse it, but I'll show you kind of how I cleansed it with St. Paulo stick already. And this is dragon's blood, because I want to give it the oomph of protection while it burns, right? Yellow is for creativity, for communications, connected to Mercury, Gemini. And basically, this is celebrating the fall, the autumn equinox, celebrating Abun, which is, to bring in the harvest and to celebrate day and night being equal and bringing in balance and renewal. Just like when you think of when a tree dies in the woods, does a tree really die? No, that tree becomes life for other, mushrooms grow on it, bugs live off of it. That's the whole thing about this ending and renewals. And it's showing up in our world today. We have the beginning of something new. Now, next week, after this equinox, we have Pluto square Mars. That's going to be intense. This eclipse is in Virgo, which can be critical. It rules your health, your stomach, your nervous system. It's opposed Pisces. It's also going to be opposing Saturn, which is the government. You got a little bit of Mercury still kind of lingering around there, so the government blocking free speech, things like that. There's a lot going on, and this eclipse is the beginning of it all. The world will change. Things are going to change. And you just have to try to stay as grounded as possible, because things, hopefully, you know, in your world, just try to stay as grounded as possible and work your way through it, because things are changing. There is no way around it. Things are going to be different from here on out. Yep. My stomach has been awful. Has it really? You drank a bottle of Pepto. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so that's that Virgo energy. It's really strong right now, Susie Q. So, you know, it's going to be intense, guys. I don't know how, and it's really weird because today I think they're mourning the that guy Charlie Kirk. I think they're mourning him. You know, so there's so much going on, and it's weird that they're going to be mourning him on the day that, you know, we're bringing in the Mabun, which is bringing in balance, and that everything's changing. You know, there's a death and a rebirth here with this, and we got to try to focus on balance and keeping ourselves balanced. I'm really sorry that your stomach is hurting. Is anyone else's stomach upset, or maybe a little feeling a little nervous? Do you feel the energy? It's kind of it's kind of energized. It feels kind of electrified a little bit. Like I saw a fly in here today. A fly got in the house, and I killed it in the kitchen to get it out. And it was, you know, I'm thinking it's like running into the walls. It was like running into the window. And I'm like, he knows he's getting ready to die. He knows fall is coming, winter is coming, and he's like scrambling. You know, it's like that energy where the animals are like the ones that hibernate. They're going to be scrambling to get their stuff, which is why I like to do that when I do these apple things every year. I like to go out and put the apples out in the wilderness because it really does help the wildlife. You did a forensic chart on his murder. Hold on, I'm losing you. Wait a second. Let me try to use the other phone. I just lost your message. Let me see if I can find myself. Okay. Found me. Now I just need to read your message. Isaac, who did you do the forensic chart on, Tease? On Donald J. Trump, and wrote it up in July for mid-September. Do you have a channel, Tease? If you have a channel, can you leave your leave your channel link in the if you have a channel, Tease, you can advertise on here. I don't care. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. You guys could yeah, we can make apple fritters as well. Anything that has apples in it, things like that. That's kind of what we use. You can make an apple pie. You know, Christianity and Wiccan, we're really not that different, guys. We're celebrating the same kind of things all the time, okay? It's just a different name. Just like Easter, pagans always celebrated Easter, was always Ostera. Then later it became Easter. But it was always celebrated with bunnies and candy and, you know, celebrating spring. And later it became Easter. We're very connected. The cornucopia is with fall, the harvest, you know, and think about Yule, Christmas. You know, we celebrate the winter solstice, and that's always celebrated on December 21st, which is just a few days away from Christmas. It later turned into Christmas. That was always a holy week. We always brought in the evergreen. We always hung glass balls, glass decorations on evergreens. We are very connected. We're really not that different. And I still celebrate Christmas, and I'm still very much so Christian, but I also bring in nature in my religion. I love God through nature. I'm still very much so a Christian. So, what did you see for Donald J. Trump, Tease? Okay, you can send me a friend request, Tease, on Messenger. I have a Messenger account. I get in a little bit of trouble over there, but you can message me too on Messenger, in the Facebook thingy. His health, yeah, I saw his health. With Donald J. Trump, I saw his health getting a little messed up with his circulation, heart circulation. Yeah. And doesn't Donald J. Trump have Pluto? Uh, doesn't he have Pluto transiting his eighth house? I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to bring up the chart and look at it, but I'm pretty sure he does. All right, I'm gonna move this over here so we can pull some tarot cards. You guys want to do a tarot reading on that little girl they found in the trunk of David's car? My daughter has friends spending the night because tomorrow there isn't school here, or her school doesn't have school tomorrow. So she has some friends spending the night, and they're out right now. And I just put the spell over there by their stuff, so I don't want it to catch on fire. Like, oh, sorry, I burnt your stuff. Don't catch on fire. So we'll do a few tarot readings, and yeah, let's see what we get. Yeah, that is a terrible situation with that little girl. It just absolutely breaks my heart for her. I feel so sad for her. So let me get you guys set up so I can pull my chair up and then you can see the cards, hopefully. Hopefully you guys can see the cards. Okay. I finally got a new chair, so I'm not like really, like earlier I was down like really, really low when I would sit here. It was just so weird doing tarot readings because I was like kind of sitting on an ottoman. But now I have a chair, so I'm upright. My arms are right now. Okay, so we'll first do a tarot reading on David, or did you guys want me to do one on Trump? What do you want me? Yeah, or do you want me to do on Celeste? What would you like me to do? I think she was younger than 15. Rip. How are you, Rip? It's good to see you. Or, no, it's Gigi. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn it, I can't see. You said rest in peace, Celeste. Yes. You want to do David and Celeste? Everybody okay? Give me a thumbs up if we want to do David and Celeste. Oh, thank you, Tease. Yeah, you're a supernova. Woohoo! If you guys want to become a member, please join my memberships. YouTube took them away from me because I showed Mars and Venus's private bits, and they banned me, and they took all my memberships away. I don't know if you guys remember when I did that video on Mars and Venus, getting it on, and accidentally showed Venus's boobies, and they like banned me for nudity, and for showing like Greek mythology art. It was so stupid, but I disputed it, and they finally gave it back to me. So if you guys want to become members, please become a member. I would really appreciate it. I only have it like as like a, how much was it, Tease? Yeah, I know. I think, was it like $1.99? I'm not expensive. I'm only like $1.99 or something like that. Okay, so let's pull some cards, see what we get. Okay. All right, so I think what I should do with Celeste is the Celtic Cross. And then we'll pull a couple of oracle cards around it. Okay? I hope you guys can see. Oops, there goes my sage. I don't know, burning sage over here too. Okay. Doing magic is very messy when you do these little spells. You should always put like a tablecloth down or something. Because look, I already got like wax on my thing already. Alright. Alright, so let's all focus on Celeste. Spirit, I'd like to focus on Celeste. 15, I think she was younger. Because I'm not sure when they said that she passed, but she may have passed between 13, 14, or 15. But she would have been 15. So she could have passed away at 13 or 14. So I'm just going to say 15 for now, but that might not be her exact age. But 14, 15-year-old Celeste, who was found in singer David's Tesla in his front trunk. Teslas have a trunk in the front. Spirit, can you please tell us what happened to Celeste? Give me an energy reading for Celeste, please. Celeste. Show me the energy surrounding Celeste. I'd like to know, I would like to have a card that represents her, and I would also like a card that is blocking her. What was the blockage? What is the root of the matter? I'll do a Celtic cross spread. Tell me about Celeste, please. Give me the energy of Celeste. Sorry, I'm not feeling her yet. Just give me a second, guys. I like to feel it in my palms of my hand. I get like tingles in the palms of my hand when I know I'm connected to spirit. Of course, all alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and come to your own conclusions about tarot readings, the spirit world, things like that. Okay, I'm feeling it now. That's way too many cards. Feeling her right now? Feeling something? My hands are hot. Tell me about Celeste, Spirit. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread, Spirit. This card here is going to represent Celeste. This is what's blocking her. This is basically the root of the matter, the distant past, the recent past, what is in the subconscious of the reading. And possible future outcome. Bottom of the deck is someone was lying, some type of spitefulness at the bottom of the deck. Somebody was critical with their words, a negative influence over, possibly over maybe another woman or another man, something along those lines. Someone was prideful. And overbearing, okay? In reverse, that's not a good card. So this card here, that's the conscience card. This card is going to represent Celeste. Aw. So, oh man, I'm going to cry. Okay, I'm going to try to keep it together and not be an emotional wreck, but for this card to represent Celeste, it's like an awakening, or like she was released, meaning that she was found, okay? She has been broken free from her tomb, from being hidden in the car. This is very sad. There's going to be some injustice here. She's been liberated, and she is searching for freedom. But there is some injustice that's, I feel, in the balance here. This is what's blocking her. So I do feel like what is opposing her, okay, this is the card that's opposing her. She was caught off guard. She did not expect to be unalived, okay? What happened to her, she definitely did not expect. She was caught off guard. This is Mars. She was dismembered. She was cut up. There is something here about ego. She was ill-prepared and unprepared for what came at her. She did try to stand her ground. She tried to fight back. She did feel defensive, but he was something. She wasn't strong enough. But she was caught off guard. So let's look at the root of the situation, and the distant past. So they were collaborating, they were communicating, She was kind of almost like a muse for him. There was some fighting, possibly some restrictions. Plus, she was underage, which we could be why we have Capricorn here. They're arguing, and then there's a huge age gap between it. I think they had a 7-year age gap. Is that correct? I think she was caught off guard, Gigi. Yeah, I definitely think she was caught off guard with this card. Because, I mean, why I think that is, look, you see, he's like, all these people are coming at him, and he's got one shoe on, one shoe kind of untied. He's all disheveled. His face looks like shock, right? So, but he's fighting back. And I do think she tried to fight back, but she was shocked, and it happened unexpectedly, okay? But she tried to fight. She put up a good fight. I'll say she put up a really good fight. I would say spiritually she is happy to be free and found and released from the bondages. I mean, she's being released, right? Because, I mean, this is a woman that's tied up. This is a woman that's being released, okay? So, here, I do feel like they were collaborating, and that she may have been like a muse to him. It could be money involved. Something about money. I feel like she was an inspiration for him, and something about money and jealousy. Spiritually, I'm getting jealousy. This card does not mean jealousy, but Spirit just said to me, jealous. I'm getting jealousy. Okay, again, this is going to be the distant past. There is some bad karma. There's an unfair prejudice here, and there is going to be some corruption and injustice in this case. I really, really hope not. Have they arrested him yet? Has he been arrested? Upright could mean she released herself. Reversed, no. Yeah. Yeah, but because she was just recently found, that's why that's why I think she's showing up as reverse, because it's kind of like because if you look, these ropes are not very tight. You can just wiggle your way right out of them, and once you get these ropes off, you can take the blindfold off and you're good to go. And it makes it look like you're in a prison, but you're really not, right? So if you get this card in a personal reading, it's not the end of the world. You might feel trapped, you might feel stuck, you might feel powerless, because this upright, you're bound, right? But you're really not bound. You can easily finagle your way out of it. But when it's in reverse, you've released being hidden. You've released yourself from the prison that you were in. You've released yourself. That's why I'm telling you, because she was found. So she's been discovered. And unfortunately, I think there's going to be some corruption here. So what's in the conscience, her conscience, his conscience, the conscience of this case? Ooh, we have a sword of truth. So even though there's going to be a delay in justice, I think eventually that we will be victorious, and the truth will be revealed. I do feel that someone is going to stand up for this case and be a leader and speak for her, and that we will eventually get justice. But I think justice will be a little delayed, and I think he's going to pull some bullshit. Honestly, like Spirit is telling me, he's going to pull some bullshit. Okay, so outcome. He's going to shrink back. He's going to go into hiding, but then he's going to come out of hiding. He wants to move on from his past. He wants to build new relationships. So, and think about this whole entire reading. Her body was discovered. So this is coming out of hibernation, coming out and facing, basically like a re-emergence, right? So she's been found. That's what this is. And there's going to some stuff is going to come up about their past that's going to be ugly. There might be 3 things from her past or from his past that he's going to try to use to smear her reputation in a way. But it's not going to. I don't think it's going to be whatever he's planning, I don't think it's going to be successful. I think he's going to try to go into hiding, and then he'll pop out and he'll say stuff, and then he'll go back in hiding, something kind of like that. But eventually, I think he's going to try to smear her reputation. He's going to try to smear her. Okay, so let's pull some true crime cards. Let me check my apple spell to make sure I didn't burn my daughter's friend's clothes. Okay, the apple is still burning. It looks good on the altar over there. We're looking good. It's beautiful because the wax starts to melt on the side of the apple, and you smell the apple and the cloves and the cinnamon. It smells so good in here. Okay. So let's pull some true crime oracle decks. So as soon as I pulled it out, the bottom of the deck, I have social media. How about that? So social media is probably going to be playing a role here. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat, guys. I picked that up too. Did you, Gigi? Good. Hey, Phoenix Rising, it's good to see you. Hey, Phoenix Rising, you can leave your channel information in here if you want to, sweetheart. Do you have a YouTube channel too? Hi, French Mexican. Yeah, if I can do one personal reading after this, because the kids. Oops, shoot, I just lost you guys. Because the kids are going to be coming home. And they're all going to be down here in my room. They're out right now. I think they went to that hot pot Korean spot place again, and they're going to have that Korean barbecue and how you make your own food. I didn't want to go. I'm too exhausted to make my own food in that thing. It takes too long. I'm like, I just want to eat. I don't want to cook it all. But sometimes it's fun when you go with a bunch of friends. It means to, yeah. Hi. Okay, thank you, Phoenix. There's Phoenix Rising's Oracle, her channel name, if you guys want to subscribe to her. You're also on YouTube? Great. I'll check you out. All right, here we go. Okay, well, I got alive in reverse, so we know she's not alive. I got homicide. I think these are too many other cards, so aliens, I'm not sure what that is. Could just be shocking event, because aliens are connected to Aquarius. It could be like, you know, she wondered, is he going to say she ran away from home? He might say she ran away from home or something. We definitely have the homicide card. I mean, she was dismembered. So, there I am. Hi, honey. Oh, I made it to 2,000. Yay! I just made it to 2,000 people, I think. My husband just wanted to show me. I think I just made it to 2,000. So whoever just subscribed, thank you. I think I just needed like 2 more subs, and I made it to 2,000. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys for being here. Greatly appreciate it. And if you, if you are subscribed and you get a membership, I will give you guys free readings here and there. Not all the time, but whenever, I usually don't really charge much for my readings. But, if I'll come on and give you guys free readings and stuff if you become a channel member. Imprisonment. Wow. I mean, I guess being in that car, she may have felt like she was in prison. She was hidden away. She was locked away in that car. Oh, that's so sad. Celeste and David. Celeste and David. Ooh. I feel like the cult is in reverse, but I feel like the meaning to that is like she's a groupie. Like, like a cult following. Legal proceedings on the bottom of the deck. So this will go to court, but I think it's going to take a long time. Again, here I got the jealousy card. So, like I said, Spirit kept whispering jealousy to me. Jealousy, jealousy, jealousy. He might have a cult following too. He might have some really serious fans. They're like, he would never do this. You know, David would never hurt anybody. He would never kill anybody. So, jealousy. Tunnel, which could be like her being hidden. The devil is here. Organized crime. So, yeah. Yep. What do you guys feel about the reading? He could be in a cult. Is he in like Scientology or something? You know how some of those famous people are in Scientology? I feel like he's got a cult, like a cult following that are gonna. It's in reverse, so it's not going to be really strong. But I feel like there's going to be people that are like, David would never hurt anyone. He would never hurt a fly, you know, kind of thing. But again, we do have a delayed justice, but eventually we're going to get our truth, and we're going to have legal proceedings. So we'll get. I'm hoping that we will get justice for her. I think there's going to be someone who speaks up for her. Maybe a famous lawyer or something like that, or someone's going to be like a spokesperson for her. I hope, and give her some truth, because I feel like he's going to tarnish her reputation. He's going to try to tarnish their history, their past, because he's going to look like a pedo. No matter what, he should be charged for being with an underage person. No matter what. I mean, because she was underage. I think they're 7 years apart. Yeah. Okay, so what other... Does anyone else want a personal reading? And then I'm going to have to go. Does anyone want a personal reading? Yeah, this entire thing is weird. I don't know why he's not been arrested yet. He is, but she's dead, so no way of proving any of it. Well, Phoenix, I think what we... GG2 and Phoenix is... guys, I think we have to wait for the toxicology report. I don't know if they even can do toxicology. See if there's any DNA. She was in that car in the California heat for a long time, right? So, there's got to be some type of evidence. And there's plenty of pictures with her with him. So, I'm just hoping that maybe this imprisonment card is him in prison. Maybe he'll go to prison. Could look at it like that. I think he was extremely jealous. Homicide. I mean, how does somebody become dismembered in your car? I mean, it's not like she dismembered herself. Like Lori Vallow. I mean, remember Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, where she was like, oh, she overdosed on ibuprofen. But okay, she might have taken ibuprofen, but how the hell did she get dismembered? Like, there's, you know, dismemberment. And you know what I want to ask? I want to ask if she was pregnant, actually. Let me see if I could... Let me just pull a couple of these cards to see if she was pregnant. Like, was she pregnant? Was Celeste pregnant by David? 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 Was she pregnant? Was Celeste pregnant by David? Spirit, was she pregnant? Is that the motivation for her becoming unalived? Camera photos or cell last location. Yeah. Was she pregnant? We got justice. There's going to be some truth here. So earlier in the reading, justice was upside down, and now I got justice upright. And it is a yes card. So, fertility, prosperity. So I would say, right there, fertility. She may have been pregnant, guys, and there may have been like blackmailing with pregnancy or money, because this is the Queen of Pentacles. It's money in her hand. Could be some blackmail, pregnancy, wealth, a businesswoman, and a woman that's a mother. So she may have tried to wheel and deal knowing that she was pregnant. And I got the same card again. So he's going to, I think he is eventually going to be caught. He's going to try to get away. He's really going to try to walk away from this and get away. But I think he just needs to accept the fact that Saturn's here too. Saturn is going to be breathing down his neck, which is the government. I'm hoping that the government gets on him. 111 twin. Does anyone else have any other questions? I think she was. I'm going to say, I could be wrong, okay? Because remember, there's no ego here, guys. I don't have an ego when it comes to reading tarot cards. I could be dead wrong. I don't know. I don't claim to be psychic. I don't claim to be anything special. Just pulling these cards and using my own intuition, my own energy. I think that we will eventually know the truth. It's going to be delayed. It's going to go back and forth. He's going to make up all kinds of horrible stories about her. I do think that she may have been pregnant, or that there's rumors that she was pregnant, and that he's going to say she tried to blackmail him or something crazy. Yeah, French, because they did DNA testing on her, and they found the tattoo that was on her. There's a tattoo that says SHH. It's like shh, to makes it like to be quiet. Tattoo. They have matching tattoos. And they did DNA testing, so it's her. Yes, they've already done all that, but they haven't done like forensic testing. They haven't done, they haven't done like the toxicology and looking through the evidence yet. So this is what I use to carve out the top of the apple, guys. You like take a knife and kind of stab into the top of the apple before you put the candle in, and then you just kind of like just use like a little spoon like this, and then you can kind of scoop out the apple if you want to do an apple spell too for the solstice tomorrow. So you have it. Fingernails, hair swaps, wounds, time of death. Yeah, and bugs are amazing. Bugs can, the bugs that have hatched on her, the bugs that mated on her. So there's like a mating process that the bugs are on her. Then they look at the eggs that were hatched, and the bugs that are going to be in that car also tell a story as well. The etymology of it all. So there's all kinds of forensics that they have to do, and bugs are pretty amazing. They can really, the bugs in the dirt, they can really give a timeline of exactly how long she was in that car, and close to a time of death, a double life. I'm getting two Davids. Perhaps he had two sides. Maybe. I mean, like he's like two-faced, or do you feel like Tease? Do you think he might be kind of like a psychopath? Because there's some people saying that he might allegedly be like a psychopath. The killer would leave DNA on whatever was on her or around her. Medical examiner said a very long time. Oh, she was in there for a very long time. And you think about all the songs that he's done about her, and how all the actor. You think he's a sociopath? Okay, like a sociopath, a jealous sociopath. Gotcha. Has different identities. Oh, he does. Wow. Okay. That's kind of scary. So I would say, I think it's going to be like a delay, but we will eventually get some justice for her. It might not be the justice that we want, but I think we're going to get something like the Marvel. I see. She was reported missing April of 2024, Susie Q said. Thank you, Susie Q. So she was in there for definitely over a year. She was discovered the day after her birthday. And if you look at all of the his music videos, really freak me out. Like now now that we know that she was in that car all that time, and then you listen to his music and the songs that he, like the Homicide song, Romantic Homicide. It really creeps me out now. You know what I mean? Because the girl all the actresses that he uses in his music videos look just like her. Oh, I see. Thanks for filling me in. Glad to be here. We're glad to have you here too, French Mexican. It's very sad. She was a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. All right, well, I'm going to head out if nobody wants to have a personal read. Because the kids are going to be coming home soon, and it's going to be really loud. They got to blow up. They have a blow-up mattress that they got to blow up. So, all right, everyone. I love all of you. Thank you for my new subscribers. Again, go ahead and become a channel member, and you'll get free readings here and there. I like to give everyone free readings if they become a member. So, yeah, come and hang out with me. I go live maybe twice a month or 3 times a month. I try to, and we'll do readings. All right, everyone. Blessed be. Enjoy this solstice, this equinox. It's not solstice. The equinox is coming up. It's going to be difficult, okay? In winter, we have the solstice, the winter solstice. But this autumn equinox it's a difficult time, okay? So just try to stay grounded. Remember this. I'm going to leave you guys with this. We can't stress over the things that we don't have any control over. Okay? And all this upcoming week, we have Aries square, Pluto and Mars are square each other. And that's a lot of anger, accidents, anger, controlling. It's a toxic energy after this eclipse, this partial eclipse. So stay grounded, okay? Do whatever you need to do to stay meditated. If you need to turn off the news, don't watch the news. It's going to be rough. It's going to get rough, okay? And just remember, the things that we don't have control over, we really just need to give them to the universe. Because the things that we don't have control over, there's things that we just can't change. Because that's something that we don't control. So just in this energy, during these difficult times, let it be. So mote it be, okay? Blessed be, mote it be, and just let it be. And worry about the things that you can change, and let go of the things that you can't. The things that we know we can't change and don't have control over, let it be. So mote it be. And focus on the things that you can control. Focus on your family, because they're going to be feeling it too. Your neighbors are going to be feeling it. People that, road rage, accidents, things like that. Just take it easy, because people could be popping off. People could be angry and really triggered this next coming week. So whatever you do, stay in your space and stay grounded, okay? All right, I love you all. Blessed be. Take care of one another. Be kind. Bye-bye now.